In this problem, they have given you the balance sheet as on 31/3/2019. To the liability side, they have given you the creditors, bills payable, reserve fund, profit and loss account, and the capitals. Come to the asset side. They have given you the cash at bank, bills receivable, the debtors, stock, machinery, furniture, and the building. In the problem, they have told you Ed has retired from the business. The adjustments given are stock is to be increased by 20%. Maintain provision on PDD and 10% on debtors. Depreciate machinery and furniture by 10% each. Buildings are to be revalued at 60,000. Goodwill of the firm is created. Created it means it is raised or it is valued to the extent of rupees 25,000. And soon after the retirement, the goodwill has to be written off immediately. Okay. Now we'll start with the problem. Come to the balance sheet. They have given you the creditors and come to your balance sheet liability side. You four lines, write creditors. You four lines, write creditors. Outer column 25,000. Next, below that you write bills payable. Bills payable 10,000. Outer column. Next, they have given you the reserve fund. Come to your partner's capital credit side, leave a line and write by reserve fund. And the amount is 20,000. The ratio is 2:2:5. So it will be 20,000 into 2 by 5. That will be 8,000, 8,000 and 4,000. Come to the next. They are given in the profit and loss account. Right? By P&L account. And the amount is 3,000. So 3,000 into 2 by 5. That will be 1,200, 1,200 and 600. Next, capitals are given to you. Come to your partner's capital credit side, first line. Write by balance brought down. 50,000, 30,000 and 20,000. Next, come to the asset side. They have given you the cash at hand. And come to your balance sheet asset side. Write it as cash at bank. And there is no adjustment. Write in the outer column 10,000. Next, bills receivable is given to you. Write it as bills receivable 10,000. Next, debtors are given to you. Right? Debtors. Write it in the inner column 38,000. Write it in the inner column 38,000. There is an adjustment, leave a line. Next, write stock. Even for stock, there is an adjustment. Write in the inner column 20,000. Leave a line. Write machinery. There is an adjustment. Inner column 20,000. Next, write leave a line furniture. Even for furniture, there is an adjustment. Write in the inner column 10,000. Leave a line, write buildings. Even for buildings, there is an adjustment. Write in the inner column 50,000. Yes. Now come to the adjustments. Remember students, all the adjustments should have two effects. Come to the first adjustment. Stock is to be the by rupees 20. Sorry, by 20%. Come to your stock, right? Add appreciation 20%. Put in your calculator 20,000 into 20%. You get is 4,000 plus equals to you get is 24,000. Now there is an increase in the asset. Come to your revaluation credit side, write buy stock, and you have added 4,000. Come to the next. Maintain PBT at 10%. Whenever percentage is given, first take the debtors which is in the inner column. So the debtors in the inner column is 40,000. Right? 40,000 into 10% minus how much is deducted? 2,000. So you get is 2,000. 40,000 into 10%. That will be 4,000. Minus 2,000 which is already provided. You get the answer 2,000. Come to your debtors. Less PDD or PBD. Write it as 2,000 minus 8 outer column 36,000. It is a decrease in the value of an asset. Come to the debit side of the revaluation. Write to debtors or write it as PBD 2,000. Next. Depreciate machinery and furniture by 10%. Come to your machinery. Less depreciation 10%. Put in your calculator 20,000 into 10%. You get is 2,000 minus equals to that will be 18,000. It is a reduction in the value of an asset. Come to the debit side of the revaluation account. Write to machinery account and you have deducted 2,000. Come to the furniture. Less depreciation 10%. Put in your calculator 10,000 into 10%. That will come to 1,000 minus equals to that will come to 9,000. It is a reduction in the value of an asset. Come to the revaluation account debit side. Write to furniture. You have deducted 1,000. Next. Buildings are to be revalued at rupees 60,000. Whenever they say revalued, after this 50,000, give one line and write in the outer column 60,000. Now there is an increase in the value of an asset. The increase is 10,000. So write it as add appreciation. Add appreciation. And appreciation is the increase in the value of an asset. Come to the credit side, write buy buildings, and you have added 10,000. Now that's all is the problem. Come to the last adjustment. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 25,000. Come to the credit side of the partner's capital. Write it as buy goodwill and distribute it for all the three partners. 25,000 into 2 by 5. 25,000 into 2 by 5. So that will be 10,000, 10,000 and 5,000. Now they have told you goodwill is to be written off immediately. So among X, Y and Z, the profit sharing ratio is 2:1. Now Z is retiring. These two partners are going to continue the business And so the new profit sharing ratio is 2 is to 2. That is nothing but 1 is to 1. And this is the ratio wherein you will have to write off the goodwill. Come to the debit side of the partner's capital account. Write to goodwill. Written off, that is 1 is to 1, that will be 12,500 and 12,500. Z is retiring, so you should not write off the goodwill for Z. Okay, come to the next. Close your revaluation account, leave one line to both the sides and close it. Now see which side is heavier. Credit is heavier, write it as 14,000. Both the sides, write it as 14,000. Go on minusing one by one. You get is 9,000. Write it as partner's capital account. Underline it. Below that you write X, Y and Z. So 9,000 into 2 by 5. 9,000 into 2 by 5. 9,000 into 1 by 5. That will be 3,600, 3,600 and 1,800. Okay. Come to the opposite side of the partner's capital. Write it as by revaluation profit. Write it as 3,600, 3,600, 1,800. Now close your partner's capital accounts. Close your partner's capital account. First total the retiring partner. First total the retiring partner. See how much it is. That will be 30,400. Write it as 30,400. And write the same as 30,400. And write it as to loan account. To loan account. Next. Total X. Total X and total Y. Total of X and total of Y. That will be 43,800. Next, total of X. That will be 63,800. 63,800, 43,800. 43,800. So that will be 30. Come to X now. 63,800 minus 12,500. See how much you get. That will be 51,300. Come to Y now. 31,300. And you should write it as balance carried. now the total is 52,800. Y, so X total is 72,800. Y is 52,800. So 72,800 minus 12,500 will be 60,300. 52,800 minus 12,500 will be 40,300. And these two partners are going to continue the business and write it as balance carried down. Come to the opposite side now. Write it as by balance brought down. By balance brought down. That is 60,300 and 40,300. And the Z dash. Now come to your balance sheet liability side. Write capital amounts. Underline it. Below that you write X, Y. X is 60,300. Y is 40,300. Total is right in the outer column. 1,06,600. Next, right? Z's loan account. Z's loan account. And that is 31,400. $31,400. Now total the balance sheet. Total the balance sheet. One lakh 67,000. So both the sides it tallies, that is 1,67,000. Students, in this problem you have to remember of the only thing is the goodwill is valued or created and it is written off. When it is valued, it will come to the credit side to all the partners' capital. When it is written off, it will come to the debit side of the continuing partners in the gain ratio, or if the gain ratio is not given to you, whatever is the remaining ratio of the continuing partners, that itself will be the goodwill written off.